initiative. The two heads of state spoke when fielding questions from pupils of Westlands Primary School in Nairobi and Cleves Cross Primary School in Ferryhill, England, during a virtual tour of the two institutions.
President Uhuru Kenyatta and British Prime Minister Boris Johnson on Thursday called on rich nations to support the education of children in low-income countries by backing the Global Partnership for Education initiative. GPE is a multilateral platform that seeks to raise $5 billion to support the education of 175 million children in low-income countries across the world.
And what we are doing here in Kenya is trying to ensure that we have made, for example, primary education in Kenya completely free, and it has been free for all Kenyan students, regardless of background, regardless of what part of the country they come from. And for the last 3 years, we have also started a program of 100% transition, ensuring that all primary school kids also get an opportunity to get a high school education.
In July this year, Kenya and the United Kingdom will host a high-level summit in London, during which they target to raise the money, some of which will be specifically invested in girl child education and bridging the digital learning divide. Prime Minister Johnson agreed with President Kenyatta, saying the world needs to come together, led by rich nations, to pool finances to ensure children have access to quality education, even as countries battle COVID-19.
That's exactly right. So what Uhuru and I, what President Kenyatta and I are trying to do with Julia Gillard is to get 88 million more girls in the world to get a proper quality education, and but that's just one thing that we're doing. It's a general challenge to improve education throughout the world.
At the same time, President Kenyatta challenged countries that will benefit from the GPE kitty to ensure that they also contribute to the education for all agenda by allocating adequate resources in their budgets. The virtual meeting was held to, among other objectives, lay the ground for the July fundraising summit and to advocate for girl child education, as well as lobby for increased investment in digital technologies, especially in low-income nations. President Kenyatta was accompanied to the virtual meeting by Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha, ICT CS Joe Mushero, and the Head of Public Service Dr. Joseph Kenywa.